Okay, Marco, I'm getting ready to start on your LC LC148 GTL. As you can see, we got a brand spanking new Cobra 148. What's the serial number? There's a serial number. Seems a shame to take it apart, but we're going to have a better radio with it when I get done. Okay. Alright, more to come. Right, still in the plastic, and just untape the plastic. Let's see. Beautiful radio. Look at that. Let's see, can you get that serial number there? This thing is perfect. You're ready to set it on the bench, test it out. Make sure it still works all nice and proper. Or make sure it works, not still works. Make sure it works like it should. Okay, more to come. Okay, Marco getting ready to check it out. I tell you what, I really hate Cobra discontinued this radio. This is a beautiful radio. Sure enough, we got receive. I'm on AM. Channel 40, let me go to channel 20. Hello. Audio, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Beautiful. I got about audio, about 22 watts peak. And about 10 watts swinging to about 12. Okay, and this is on AM. I'm going to switch to lower sideband. I am on the dummy load. Hello, audio, audio, 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Let's go to channel 38. Lower sideband. External. Let me switch to an external antenna. Okay, is that on external? Yeah. Not AM traffic. Hello, audio, audio, 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Something wrong with that antenna switch. I need to take it apart and clean it, looks like. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, hello, hello, 1, 2. Beautiful radio. I have, let's see, about 8 more of these that are brand new in the box. They are for sale. They're $400 a piece, and I know that's high, but you can't get them anymore. They've been discontinued, and this is one of the good ones. The ones that I have the TDA 20 or 2003 audio chips in them. So they got good, strong audio. Okay, where was I? I have about 8 of these, and I'm willing to sell them for $400 a piece. I know that's high. It's $400 plus about $26 shipping. Sorry I got them priced so high, but they are brand new in the box, and they will be aligned when you get it. But you know, they're non-existent. You can't get them anymore. This radio has the TDA 2003 in it. It is made in, let's see, where is it made? Made in China. Well, this is one of the good versions. This is one of the last ones, the last run that Cobra did. And by the time they did this one, they had their shit together. So these are really nice radios. I like these as much as I do the the Philippine radios. That's why I bought 3 cases of them. This is the last one of the first case. I've got 2 more cases, but I'm going to keep about 4 of them for myself. So I've got 8 of them that I'm going to sell. I might sell 10 and just keep 2. I don't know yet. This is one of the prettiest CB radios ever made. This is the front mic version, but it's still a beautiful radio. Again, they're going to be $400. I'm going to discontinue the LC148FLTD2s. The LTD2s use this board out of this radio. This radio, the chassis is made by it's TDK. I can't remember now. It's TDK something. Anyway, TDK bought the company that made the PC board. TDK. If I wasn't trying to think of it, I could think of it. But anyway, this is one of the good ones. Receive on it is excellent. One of the quietest radios on sideband that's available. Okay, you can hear this even quieter on sideband than it is on AM. And if you move the tone down to low, it's even better. You don't get all that frying noise that you get with the Galaxies and stuff. I like the Galaxies, but I have to do things to the Galaxies to get them to where you can stand to listen to it all day on sideband. Galaxies and Rangers are both the same way, but you know, there is ways to get rid of that frying noise. What you have to do is increase the gain in one section of the receiver and decrease the gain in another section, and it balances it out without losing any signal strength. But anyway, like I said, I've got 8, maybe 10 of these that I'll sell for $400 a piece. I'm going to put them on the store here shortly. But anyway, Marco, this one is going to be for your LC148FLTD2. Okay, more to come. Okay, I got the covers off of it. Unsoldered the speaker. These things got nice speakers in them. As you can see, there's the TDA 2003. Okay, the 10-watt audio chip, which comes in handy when you're trying to talk AM and you want a good strong signal. You know, and look at that beefy resistor there in the audio section. You guys know what those look like in the other radios. Pretty small. But let's see, what do we have here? Do we have bipolar or do we have MOSFET? I think it's bipolar. Somebody's written on it. It's hard to tell. Hang on a second. C1969, and the driver is a C2078. Both of them look like EKL chips, or not chips, but transistors. Okay, but it is a bipolar chassis. 2078 driving a 1969. Nice. You can see they use the 1/8 watt resistors throughout the board, like the last version of the Uniden Grant, which I really like. Okay, and when I get through with it, the channel selector, all this stuff will be gone. Actually, the channel selector will still be there, but it'll be connected to the LC6404. But you can see all the connections are via wire. It's not printed circuit runs, it's wire. And they've got the solder in plugs. What those are, they just got pins coming out of the connectors. They stick those through the board and solder them to the board. Okay, I'll be changing a lot of those around to match the front, the new front that's going on there. Okay. We'll use this chassis, but the front section will be removed. This whole front piece will be removed. All the switches disconnected. Try to use some of the new controls that come in the radio. They've started using you can see the smaller square controls, so I'm able to use those. And we'll get the new face and everything mounted on here. But a lot of work. You can see the QA on these is pretty damn good. I don't see a whole bunch of crooked inductors. I see one right there. I'll straighten that out. I love these radios. Okay, I sure wish Cobra still made them. Alright, more to come. Okay, Marco, here's the donor radio. It's a Ranger TR396F. This one's been well used. Well, I don't know if it's been well used or not, but it sure has slid around on something there. It looks like it probably laying in a vehicle upside down or something and sliding around. Anyway, that faceplate is trash. Here's the covers. This is what makes me think it's been laying somewhere sliding around. See all of the scratches in that. So, powers up, works, all that stuff. I've checked the controls are all nice and tight, so I don't think the radio was used that much. And it doesn't look like anyone has been inside of it. So, makes a good donor. Okay, more to come. Okay, I'll go a little quick update. Got all the old controls and switches removed from the front panel. Those will not be used. We'll be using the most of the controls and stuff from the new 148. Okay, I've got your panel out. I've changed out this display to a red 3-digit. Getting ready to make the 2 center switches here momentary. Okay, already got your LED changed out to red and blue. Okay, so moving along, more to come. Okay, I'm in the long drawn out process now of rewiring these switches, moving the controls to the front panel. I've got the harness for the 6404 is built. Okay, and what I'm doing now is rewiring the mode switch from this slide selector to a rotary switch here that goes on the front. It'll be right there. Okay, that's going to match our decal, so this will be the mode switch. That's going to be the echo. So anyway, I'm in the process of rewiring all of that stuff. Okay, more to come. All right, progress. You can actually see a channel number there. Got the LC148FLTD mostly wired up. It's not finished yet. Still got some of the switches and the squelch has to be connected, you know, that kind of thing. That's the save button, and that's the get button. We'll go back to 90 or to 89. You set this on 95. I want to save it. I want to get it. Okay, you see how that works. I'll show you more about that one when we get her going. And this is going to be your amplifier light. In other words, when the amp is on, this light will be on. Or I'll probably check with you and see if you'd rather it be a transmit receive light. I can do it either way. Okay, and here's the wires for the amp control. Press this button here in and it'll put 8 volts on the wire that will turn your amplifier on and off. Okay, alright, more to come. Okay, made quite a bit of progress. I've started on the echo board, the echo control installed. Of course, I'll tidy up all the wiring and everything after I get finished. But I'm basically done with the inside of it. I've done the clarifier mod. So your radio goes from 26815 now to 28.1 or 28. What is it? 28.725? Yeah. 28.725 to 26.815. Okay. This is for your memory control. I got to figure out where I'm going to put that, since we're going to have the amplifier mounted here. I was going to put it on the bottom, so I'll have to work on that idea. All right, more to come. All right, got everything all dressed up here now. I need to add a couple of more little bar ties in a couple of places, but I've got to put the connector on the back here for your amp control. Actually, you know what? I may run that through the back of the radio and into the back of the amp. I did do some checking. The amp's going to extend out behind the radio about that far, about 1.5 to 2 inches. Okay, I'm waiting on the decal. Of course, I just requested it a day ago. Waiting on the decal because the amp's going to be mounted upside down on the bottom of the radio. The lettering is upside down, and Gamma Ray Graphics is making me another label which will invert the writing, make the writing right side up when it's mounted on the bottom of the radio. Okay. Let's see, what else do I need to do? I think I just need to mount the go ahead and put the faceplate on here. I need to tidy that up. That's what it looks like now. There's your... Yeah, getting close, my friend, getting close. I may have already showed you the inside here, but I've got everything all dressed. I'm still curious how I'm going to, where I'm going to put the memory switch for your favorites. You can see all the controls up front are in use. The amplifier is going to be sitting here, so I can't run it out through the bottom. I can run the cables up this way, but then there's no room for the switch between the board and the cover. Damn, I hate to run it out the side. That might be what I have to do. That's the screws that hold the covers on, so that would be a tight fit right there too. Put it maybe right there. If I put it in between these two, then it's going to interfere with your bracket. I can't put it back here because of that stuff. And pretty much the same thing on the other side. I could put it in the back of the radio, but then you couldn't reach the damn thing if you mounted it in a mobile. I'll have to think about that one. That's a problem. Okay, I'll be back. Well, what I'm running into right now is these chrome covers don't want to fit. I don't know if it's just a bad set of covers or if the actual screw holes are aligned differently than what these are. I mean, they look real pretty. They're really thick. That's why I ordered them. But it sure as hell ain't fitting very well. Which is very disappointing. See, it, even if I get the screw holes to line up, I got a gap in them right there. So they're brand new, they just come out of the bag. They sure as hell ain't fitting right. I'm going to let me try the covers off the donor radio to see if they fit. If they do, then I can polish those up. Alright, more to come. Okay, these aftermarket covers are not going to fit. The whole alignment is just too bad. So, looks like I'll be cutting a mic hole in the side of the stock covers, which kind of sucks. I'm going to have to put the original 148 covers back on here. So you'll have black covers, buddy. I apologize for that. But these physically will not fit. Even if I, bevel the holes, work out the holes to where I could get a screw in there, they won't line up properly. They won't close. Damn it. Okay, more to come. Okay, buddy, I got the covers from the donor radio to fit by elongating the screw holes. You can see the screw heads are not centered up in the indentions. Okay, both in the front and in the back. But the covers are together all the way back. And the same on this side. I actually need to move this one forward a little bit. But I can, that's not a problem. I just loosen these two up and push in on that side. But I'm going to send you this video and let you make the decision whether or not you want me to use these, or if you want me to go back to the stock black covers and use those. These are not in they're not too bad. I mean, I got some polishing compound. There's a few little minor scratches on the top, like right there, those little rub marks. That polishing compound should take that out. Okay, so I'll hit it with that. And of course our amp is going to mount on this side, so you won't see much of this anyway. But, have a look-see at these screws. It looks, they're not centered up in the screw hole, but they're tight. So, I'll send you this video and let you decide. Best thing to do. If you want me to put the black covers, the stock black covers on here, then I'll get that done. I'll have to make a mic hole for the mic connector, but I can do that. Alright. Okay, Marco, got her all hooked up there, and got the black face decal on there like I was telling you. Okay, got the amp set all the way to the lowest setting. Got a 100 watt slug on this side, a 100 watt slug on that side, and I've got this side set for ×5. So we'll be reading on that middle scale there. 30 is 300, 40 is 400, 50 is 500. Hello audio, audio 1 2, 1 2 audio, audio 1 2, 1 2 audio. So in the lowest setting it does about 175 peak. and dead key's about 60 watts. Alright, now I'm going to go to the highest setting. Okay, we are on AM. Over 100 watts dead key. Audio, hello, hello, audio. About 300 watts peak. Let's see what it does on sideband. Audio, hello, hello, audio, audio, 1 2, 1 2, audio. About 300 watts peak. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we're waiting on the red flame decal. Alright, when it gets here, I'll actually change the whole faceplate out. Because I'll take another faceplate and put the red flame decal on there. I just wanted to show you what the radio looked like. Now I'm going to get Gamma ready to make a decal for the amp to where that it turns everything right side up with it mounted like this. There is one little thing I needed to show you. I had to offset the mounting of the amplifier. You can look down the side there. I tried to use the mounting holes that were already in it, but if I use those holes, it interfered with the back cover back there, because I have to move it back and move the radio forward slightly, so this guy here will let the radio sit flat on the amplifier. If I don't do that, then you got a gap in there. Okay, so it's, and because of the mounting bracket for the 6400 and the mounting bracket for the Echo, I had to offset it. You see, it's about what is that, 2 centimeter or 2 millimeters to the left, more on the left than it is on the right. Okay, you see on the right it's about 3 millimeters, and on this side it's about 5 millimeters. Okay, I had to do that because if I didn't, then the heads of the mounting screws interfered with the chassis of the radio on this side and interfered with the mounting brackets on this side, so I had to slide it over just a little bit. You can see the amp is a lot bigger than the radio. Alright, the radio is securely attached to it, and what I did was just put both the radio power wire and the amp power wire together inside the connector here in the back of the amp. Now, your fuses go towards the battery, okay? Get them as close to the battery as you can get them. And there's your coax. It's a Mini 8X, and both the shield and the center conductor have been soldered. Okay, it's definitely an enclosed pipe. It's 95% shielding coax, so it's the good stuff. All right. That's a good combination. I couldn't believe the output power. We're getting about 300 watts peak out of this thing. And I'm not sure that it's getting enough juice because, you know, like I got it right there. It's basically, it's just stuck in the holes. So if you get a more secure connection to your battery or your power supply, then you'll probably get more power out of it. But anyway, there you go. Alright, I'm going to set it aside until the decals get here, and then I'll get her shipped out to you. Marco, I sure enjoy, well, you know what? I need to show you. I need to demo the radio. Stand by. Okay, now you have the LC148FLTD in here. Okay, just like it says right there. It covers 26,815 to 28,725. There's no internal speaker. You will need to use an external speaker. Okay, your amp switch, unfortunately, doesn't do anything. And the reason for that is that there's no external keying jack for this amplifier on the back of it. So I can't use the radio to key the amp. It has to be done through RF. Now, there might be a way to do that, but if I take the cover off of the amp and break the seal, then that voids the warranty. So I didn't do that. I just left the seal on there. But the wire is there, coiled up inside the radio, so that if you decide to take the cover off the amp yourself and go in there to the keying circuit, you can connect the radio to it. It's a black and green wire. It's coiled up inside the radio and it's labeled amp. Okay, so you can run that out through the hole in the back and hook it up to the amplifier if you decide to take the cover off and void the warranty. I think I would at least wait until the warranty is over before I do that. This switch right here, band channel. Okay, what that does, that's your CSF switch. That's the channel selector function switch. If you press this in, you notice that changes. That means we're on band C, channel 41. Now each time you turn the channel selector, it'll jump 45 channels or one band. Each band is 450 kilohertz. Okay, now we're on D41. You see we jumped up to 27815. E41, we're at 28265. F41, 28715. Now, if I deselect this, we'll go back into the channel mode. You go up one channel, that's your highest frequency right there. Okay, your highest frequency. Click it one more time, and it rolls back around to your lowest frequency. That is your lowest frequency there. Okay? Alright. Let's see. You want to talk on 2842. It seems to be a popular frequency. You go to upper sideband, of course, and say you want to save that one so you can get to it real quick. Alright, you just hit the save button on your favorite channel. Hit save. You'll see the display go out. Okay. Now, if you are back down in the 11 meter band, and all of a sudden you decide you want to go up to 10 meters and see what's going on, you just hit the get switch. Presto, we're back at 28425. Okay? The next option that you have is scan. Alright, make sure that your CSF button is out. Okay? And you can either have the down button pressed in or the up button pressed in. If you press them both in, whichever one gets pressed first is the dominant button. Okay, so if I hit the up button, you notice that it's just sitting there now, just scanning the channel number. That's because the squelch is open. When you close the squelch, you'll see it take off scanning. Okay, now if it detects a frequency, an active frequency, it will stop. When it stops, it does that. Scans the channel number. Okay, squelch it again and away she goes. Now you'll notice when it gets to the top, 28725, it will roll back over and scan from the bottom up. See, went back down to 26815. Same thing going down. Press in the down button and we go down. See, you can press this button in and we still go down, even with both of them pressed in. All right. One other thing that I needed to tell you, this is your echo. Okay, because of the way I have to mount the echo control in order not to interfere with the face or the frequency counter board, the knobs are 180 degrees out. The lines, I mean, okay? Well, the knob itself. Normally, these are all the way over to about 7 o'clock with it off. This is off for the echo. Okay? Echo on, echo off. Echo time. Alright, I hate that, but I have to mount that control that way. Otherwise, it would short out against the board or the chassis. So it has to be mounted in that position. I think that's about it. You can run your dynamite wide open. I mean, the radio's got good, strong modulation, no squealing. Now that might change if you put a power mic on it, or if you got some leaky coax somewhere, or if your antenna's too close to the microphone. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Okay, and like I said, your amp control is not going to do anything because this thing doesn't have an external keying jack. So I couldn't just plug it into the back of it. I would have to take the covers off of it and void the warranty. And I'm pretty sure that this is a fairly expensive amp, so I didn't want to do that. But if later, if you change your mind, just take the screw covers off, flip the radio over, and you can get to the coil of wire that's in there labeled amp and hook it up to your amp circuit. Okay? Alright, Marco, I sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to build it for you. 7-3, everybody.